Good evening, you're watching 7 at 7, the only news bulletin where we curate the day's top 7 stories for our viewers. Right on top, before I take the headlines, I want to take our viewers through where, at least numerically, India stands with its fight against coronavirus. Viewers, right now, in terms of the total positive import of numbers, we are way over 40 lakhs and stand at 43,70,128 positive cases. We've recorded till now 73,890 deaths. On the worst hit states, Maharashtra continues to reign with a total positive caseload of 9,43,772, recording till now 27,407 deaths. Andhra Pradesh is at number 2, recording a total positive caseload of 5,17,094. Tamil Nadu, let's get to Tamil Nadu now with a total caseload of 4,74,940 and recording till now just a little over 8,000 deaths, 8,012. All of this number collated till just about 20 minutes ago right here on India Today. Let me now quickly come out, hit out at him again, and I want to take our viewers through this latest tweet that Kangana has just tweeted out, where she says, "My office was suddenly declared illegal in last 24 hours. They have destroyed everything inside, including furniture and lights. And now I'm getting threats that they will come to my house and break it as well. I am glad my judgment of movie mafia's favorite world's best CM was right." Once again, attacking Uddhav Thackeray. All right, so that's the latest news break that we are getting in. Earlier on, Kangana Ranaut, which what has been right now playing out over days of an eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation, which has played out, mind you, on social media platforms, Twitter. It's played out with allegations, counter-allegation, claims, counter-claims, derogatory comments, highly unsavory statements made by both ends. Today culminated into Kangana Ranaut flying in from Chandigarh to Mumbai with a posse of security. She's been accorded Y+ security with 11 CRPF personnel encircling her. She landed in Mumbai. At the same time, the BMC was bulldozing her office in Pali Hill, Bandra. I want to connect right now directly to my colleague Rhea Chakraborty, who's joining us live with the latest. Rhea, take us through the chronology of it all. We had Kangana Ranaut earlier in the course of the day hit out at Uddhav Thackeray, where, you know, no more Sanjay Raut, no more Shiv Sena, directly calling him Uddhav, attacking him. And now a fresh tweet.
Well, absolutely, Preeti. Let me first take you, in the afternoon at around 12 noon, it is when the demolition of her office began. Despite the fact that they got a stay order, it did carry on for some more time. At 3:15, Kangana landed and reached home here. I'm outside her house right now, and you can see there's a lot of police security and a lot of, constables, female and male constables here present at the moment, and of course the CRPF. Mind you, Kangana also has gotten the Y security as well, Y+ security. So, she came in with a convoy. And of course, since then, she was tweeting out and talking about the fact that it has been, against democracy, that, her entire house her entire office, I beg your pardon, has been demolished. If you see, it was her first floor and her second floor. Not only the walls have been stripped, the artifacts and everything were literally brought down to the ground.
Okay.
This did not go down well with Kangana, and at that time also she threatened Uddhav Thackeray and told him that he would perhaps have to pay for this at some point.
Okay.
And today, right now, she has also tweeted that they've gone off.
All right, so Rhea Chakraborty reporting right outside Kangana Ranaut's residence is what we're getting in. But let's get you a little more perspective, because as Kangana tweets out her latest slew of attacks on Uddhav Thackeray, there's more news break coming in, and that news break is coming in from the Maha Aghadi. As we speak, there is a crucial meeting of the Maha Aghadi on the Congress, the NCP, the Shiv Sena. Till now, it's primarily been the Sena which is holding the attack against Kangana. The NCP, some of the ministers coming in. However, today, earlier on, Sharad Pawar, NCP Supremo, came on record to state what happened in Pali Hill, Bandra, by the BMC was wrong of bulldozing the office of Kangana Ranaut. All of that in the backdrop of this big Maha Aghadi meet, and all of this also happening at a time where Kangana Ranaut has pretty much taken the fight to the doorstep of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. All right, my colleague Kamlesh Sutar joining us on the phone line. Let's quickly cut across to him. Kamlesh, what's up for discussion? There was earlier on, it seemed that the NCP and the Sena were not on the same page because Sharad Pawar had gone on record to state what happened in Pali Hill by the BMC of bulldozing the office was wrong.
Preeti, the primary agenda for the meeting is obviously the Maratha reservation issue. It's a big setback for the Maharashtra government, and we know how for the last 5 years Maratha reservation has been a focus of the state's politics. And now the Supreme Court giving an interim stay on Maratha reservation is going to have a big impact on the state's politics. So that is going to be the primary agenda for the meeting. And yes, obviously with important leaders of the Mahavikas Aghadi, including Sharad Pawar and CM Uddhav Thackeray meeting, there could be other issues that will also be coming on agenda. And obviously the way Shiv Sena and NCP were seen on different pages as far as the demolition of Kangana Ranaut office was concerned, that might also be one of the issues that will be discussed. We'll have to wait and watch. The meeting is just about to start, and only after half an hour or when the meeting is over, we'll get to know, or we'll have more clarity on whether this issue was discussed between the Mahavikas Aghadi and whether it is going to have any impact on the Mahavikas Aghadi.
All right, Kamlesh, appreciate you joining us with that quick update. We're going to keep a keen eye on that meeting of the Mahagadi, but let's just take our viewers through the chronology of what exactly happened. Like we said, Kangana Ranaut today, surrounded by Y+ security, came into Mumbai. While she was coming in, the BMC was tearing down her office in Bandra, Pali Hill. A lot went down there in terms of political commentary, the move being called vindictive because the BMC is run by the Shiv Sena. Now, Kangana, when she came in, launched a direct attack on Uddhav Thackeray. When she reached her house at about 3:15 p.m. with the security outside, she released a short video.
उद्धव ठाकरे, तुझे क्या लगता है कि तूने फिल्म माफिया के साथ मिलके मेरा घर तोड़ के मुझसे बहुत बड़ा बदला लिया है? आज मेरा घर टूटा है, कल तेरा घमंड टूटेगा। ये वक्त का पहिया है, याद रखना, हमेशा एक जैसा नहीं रहता।
तो इस सरकार ने जो एक्शन लिया है, मैंने भी टीवी पे देखा है, वो सरकार, देखो सरकार है, बीएमसी है, एक अलग संस्था है, उसमें आप मुझे मत जोड़िए। सरकार को लगा होगा कोई इलीगल काम कहाँ हुआ है। अगर कोई कानून तोड़ने का काम करता है और उसके ऊपर कोई एक्शन लेती है कोई एजेंसी, तो हर बात की जानकारी होना जरूरी नहीं है ना।
All right, so this was Kangana releasing her video, and this was that exclusive interview you heard of Sanjay Raut given to us on what he made of it all. But let's get you this video right now. Can you see right there? Of course, that was the video by Kangana right here. These visuals are videos released by Kangana Ranaut of what went down inside her office at Pali Hill in Bandra, where the BMC today came in just within a day's notice. Mind you, we've actually taken out a full chronology. Since 2016, there have been many notices which have gone out. The BMC has hardly acted on most of them, but did come in within a day's notice to tear down the office of Kangana Ranaut, and these were the visuals that actually came in. Earlier, in a tweet, Kangana compared her office to the Ram Mandir, vowing to rebuild it. She drew comparisons of the Sena government with the Mughal Emperor Babur, referring the BMC workers as the Babur army. The Bombay High Court, after the demolition had already begun, put a stay on the demolition by the Sena-controlled BMC. The hearing now will resume tomorrow at 3 p.m. What's interesting is that in the midst of all of this, her residence at Khar is also under the eye, under the lens by the BMC.
आइए बात करें नवजोत, जो बुलडोजर चलाए हैं और बुलडोजर से तोड़े हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं। हम लोग उसी बुलडोजर पे हैं। नहीं, आपको क्या बोला गया था? आपने ज्यादा तोड़ा कि जितना?
मैं सिर्फ एक कामगार हूँ। हाँ। मैं काम करता हूँ यहाँ पे। हाँ। सारे आपके सामने मौजूद हैं। हाँ। आप वहाँ पर जाइए, उनको पूछिए।
कितनी देर से आप लोग ये कर रहे हैं?
हाँ। मैं सिर्फ
जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया गया था,
हाँ, हमको जितना बताया गया है उतना हम काम करते हैं।
तो एग्जैक्टली आपको क्या बताया गया था? देखिए, हम लोग उसी बुलडोजर पे हैं जिस बुलडोजर से कंगना का दफ्तर तोड़ा गया था। बाहर एक बालकनी है जिसको तोड़ा गया है, और जो ड्राइवर साहब है वो बता रहे हैं कि वो सिर्फ इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो कर रहे थे, जो आदेश दिए गए थे उतना ही किया।
बस उसके आगे मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं है।
आपने पूरा बालकनी का हिस्सा तोड़ा, तो वो क्या बालकनी गैर कानूनी थी? क्या बोला गया था आपको? इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या
आपके
दिया?
सामने तोड़ा ना,
हाँ, इंस्ट्रक्शन
आपके सामने ही तोड़ा गया ना, तो वो गैर कानूनी हो सकती है।
एक्सक्लूसिव विजुअल्स दिखा रहे हैं बीएमसी के कर्मचारियों ने क्या डिमोलिशन वर्क किया है। कंगना रनौत के पाली हिल का ये वही बंगला है जहां पर डिमोलिशन ड्राइव करी गई थी। देखिए अंदर क्या हाल कर दिया गया है। बीएमसी के अधिकारी यहां पर मौजूद, मुंबई पुलिस के कर्मी यहां पर मौजूद। सर गिर जाऊंगा। फर्स्ट फिल्म देखिए, फर्स्ट फ्लोर की बैल्कनी है, उसको यहां पर नीचे ले आए हैं। अंदर काफी डिमोलिशन वर्क कर दिया गया है।
All right, so we were talking about how the BMC has served many notices, but has acted on hardly a few. I want to give out these figures right here. Now, this data is collated between the year 2016 till 2019. The total complaints received on illegal structures have been 52,154. This is since 2016. The notices issued were 21,873. So only half of the notices were issued of the complaints. The demolition done has only been done in 5,461 cases, and we haven't been able to find, viewers, even one case where the demolition has been done within 24 hours of serving the notice. So this is what it looks like in terms of the action taken by the BMC, which has prompted many to suggest that this is the misuse of power and vendetta politics. Let's now quickly move on to the other big story that we are tracking very closely, and that has been Rhea Chakraborty, who is going to spend a night at the Baikala jail because her bail plea is going to come up for hearing tomorrow. Not just her bail plea, but also the bail plea of Shovik, her brother, and Samuel Miranda and Dipesh Sawant. All of their bail plea is going to be coming up for hearing tomorrow. Now, in her bail plea, she has alleged that the Narcotics Control Bureau has spun a false narrative out of limited facts. Rhea, in her bail plea, claims the judicial custody is a threat to her life, citing death threats she has been receiving despite fully cooperating with authorities. Moreover, she says that her involvement in drug trafficking is not on record, and her alleged role only is on purchase of small quantities of drugs. All right. Meanwhile, a lot of support coming in. It hasn't come until now, but of the last 24 hours, a fair amount of support coming in for Rhea Chakraborty from the community in terms of Bollywood and the Hindi film industry. A number of stars have put as their, display picture on Instagram, tweeted out the T-shirt which Rhea Chakraborty was wearing, which went on to say, "You and me smash patriarchy." On the other hand, Nikhil Dwivedi, who is the producer of films like Veere Di Wedding, the producer of Dabang 3, has said, "I don't quite know who Rhea is. I have never met her. But what is going on is unlawful, and I hope when she comes out, we can work together." So a fair bit of support coming in for Rhea Chakraborty. All right, let's move on now to the other big development happening in the national capital. While we are dealing with the coronavirus, COVID-19, metros have opened up. They, of course, have a formal SOP in place. The Delhi Metro has in fact resumed operations on the blue and pink line today. After 171 days, the metro is running on these lines. However, trains on both the lines and metros did not witness many travelers on day one. So there are a lot of people who are still extremely apprehensive of getting on to a metro. However, the thermal checks are in place, sanitizers, social distancing, all of that in place as centers' guidelines are operational. Now, the Delhi Metro on Monday resumed service on its yellow line, and on day one, nearly, like I said, 15,500 passengers availed of this service, which, if you look at what usually is the load, is hardly anything.
After being shut for 170 days, metro services have resumed in the national capital. This will be done in a phase-wise manner. We did see how the yellow line was resumed earlier, and today the blue line has resumed. Metro officials are making sure that proper sanitization is followed. As you can see, there is also deployment of police personnel within metro stations to make sure that people wear masks and proper social distancing is followed. These railings too are being regularly sanitized. Let me also tell you, face shield is what the officials are now wearing, and you have these sanitization machines which have been kept at the entrance of every metro station. Now, once you reach here, the only thing that a person needs to do is to put his hand here. Everything is as contactless as possible, and the temperature will come here. Immediately after that, you can put your hand here and you will get a dose of a sanitizer. Let me also tell you that the timings have been truncated. In the morning, the metro services will work from 7 till 8 a.m. and in the evening from 4 till 8 p.m. This is Aishwarya Paliwal reporting for India Today with camera person Nasir Khan.
All right, let's get you the very latest on the first and the final clinical trials for coronavirus vaccine developed by AstraZeneca and Oxford University have now been put on hold. Put on hold after one participant has been found to have an adverse reaction. We still don't know what that reaction was, but the trials have been put on hold right now. Now, AstraZeneca described it as a routine pause in the case of an unexplained illness suffered by one of the participants who was administered this vaccine. It added that in large trials, illnesses will sometimes happen by chance, but must be reviewed independently. The Serum Institute of India, which has an agreement with AstraZeneca to manufacture the potential vaccine in India, till now has said nothing untoward has been reported during the vaccine trial. And like I said, ending the bulletin right now with a quick busting of certain claims that are masquerading to be facts, especially on social media. Let's get you this one. Now, there is a claim you might have seen on WhatsApp groups that Indian and Chinese troops clash in Ladakh. What's the fact on that? Let's get you the fact to this claim. The fact-check viral images is from a joint military exercise in 2016, nothing to do with the current standoff. So false again, this claim busted. And with that, a quick break to stay with us. Up next is To The Point. I'm going to join you there. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.